What's going on, guys? Another little segment, drive and talk. So I always get these questions from some younger kids asking, you know, what can they do if they want to be entrepreneurs, if they want to be you know, successful in any sort of business. And I thought I'd make a little video on that. So first of all, not everybody can be an entrepreneur. You may try, you might want to, you know, obviously go into some sort of business that you think you can do, but not everybody can do it, and that's okay. Everything in life is made of, you know, experiences, but it's also made from trial and errors. You have to fail in order to succeed. If you think you want to do something, do it. Don't think about it, right? After you do it, keep working on it. It's not going to be right away. It's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in 2 days. It's not going to happen over a year. Sometimes, you know, very rarely you will get the instances where you'll get businesses that happen to pop off because of the fact that, you know, they're good at what they do, or they had prior experience. So what I can tell everybody is that in order to sort of be successful in any sort of business or anything, you have to fail. As I said, not everybody's an entrepreneur, and not everybody can be. That's okay. Some people are better, you know, in terms of maybe providing some sort of service as their business, and some people are, let's say, better at providing a service that requires a certain skill to be taught over a few years. There is a difference. In terms of goals, life goals, as you progress in life, you start to, you know, want different things. So when you're younger, you usually strive for very objective things, objective items, materialistic items. And don't get me wrong, I mean, even when you're older, you still will want, you know, the fancy car or whatever, if that's what you like, or the big house. Everybody's got different things in that matter. But when you're older, you start to value different things. And the one thing I can't stress enough is that everybody should try finding a hobby. So obviously mine happens to be cars and motorcycles and etc. But hobbies are very important in life. You know, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. It could be the most simplest stuff, maybe nature, or whatever, camping, or anything along the lines of, let's say, you want to do, where it suspends your time from work or very stressful things and kind of gets you relaxed. So that's very important. Now, why am I talking about hobbies and businesses or being an entrepreneur? Well, these two tie together. If you want to go into the entrepreneur business, remember, you're going to have very little time to invest in other things. So the sacrifices are usually not known by younger individuals because they don't know what they're going to get themselves into. If you're an entrepreneur or you open up your own business, you have to put a lot of hours into whatever you do. So if you're going to do something because you like it, that's perfectly fine. But remember, you can't just hire staff. You can't, you know, some jobs, they don't even break even if you hire staff or someone to look after it. It's your business, you got to run it. So if you have a job and you want to run a side business, you remember, you got to have a hobby, because work is important. But if you don't enjoy your life in the terms of trying to relax yourself, you'll outpace yourself very quickly. I do see a lot of people online, you know, people that are really big. I mean, I'm just an average person, but people that are really big, or I guess they've made it into the life where, you know, they have tons of money and whatever. But if you notice one thing about them, they all have a very satisfying way of maybe relaxation. So yoga, or nature, or they like to, you know, partake in just some charities. Anything, it could be anything, but hobbies are very important. So in terms of business and hobbies, you got to have a balance in that. So if you do want to start a business, remember, it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be quick. To be honest with you, it might not even be successful, but the only way you'll learn is pretty much by doing it. And you know, everything comes step by step. So things like vehicles and big homes and whatnot, they're things that come sort of in line with what you do in your life. Obviously, you got to stay out of trouble, but don't get peer pressure into seeing people succeed in front of you, because their success, it doesn't mean anything in relative point blank to your life. Everybody's got a different pace. Everybody's got a different, a way of doing things. Some people value things that are not, that they cannot be quantified by money. So there are different types of people in life. So if you are being sort of, comparing, not like you're being a little, I guess, worried, or you're comparing yourself with somebody that maybe they have more than you have, whatever. It doesn't mean anything. Life in general, if you don't enjoy it, for obviously the people around you, but if you don't enjoy it yourself and you're always chasing things, it's not going to be rewarding. So do things, obviously work hard. No one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. I mean, there's mistakes I've made in my life where if I could go back, I would change them too. But the thing is, that's not how life works, right? So you have to adapt. You have to know that, okay, if I made mistakes. And also, one more thing I see is men specifically, masculine toxic nature, like, so in terms of not being able to just maybe be themselves, or they think they're peer pressured into being someone they shouldn't be. Just be yourself. And I can frankly tell you, the older you get, your circle gets obviously smaller, but people that are more important to you will never judge you depending on how you act, they'll always love you for who you are. So you have to have a lot of things in your life balanced in a way where you understand what you want. I'm not anybody to give that type of advice in the professional manner, but I'm speaking from personal experience. As I keep telling you, nobody's perfect. I always get messages, hey, I'm starting this business, could you support me? This business, could you support me? And the problem is, sometimes what happens is there's overlap in business. So let's say I have a buddy who does some sort of business. Then I have another buddy who's starting the same business. I'm not personally choosing to not take my services to the second buddy. I'll support him, but it doesn't mean I'm against him or his way of, let's say, doing things or starting his business, just because I'm just being loyal to the person who I was with first. So car culture wise, yeah, enjoy it, but don't take it too seriously. It's crazy. You don't realize the time that you miss with people in your life. Sometimes chasing after things that are really, in the grand scheme of things, not worth it or not really important. So yeah, and it's funny because everything will come, everything will be in front of you when you don't chase it. Everything that you ever want to be inspired, if you just work hard, if you put your mind to it, if you're good, if you're humble about it, and you frankly speaking, you communicate with everybody around you and you show respect, nobody will ever be able to say anything to you, but everything will come easier. There are a lot of people in life that will try to bring you down for things that their opinions are different on the things that you speak about. Opinions are different overall, depending on how your thought process is, but just because they might not like your opinion, they might try to bring you down. That's how the world works. You have to phase that out. You have to learn how to phase that out. When you're young, you don't know how to do that. Been there, done that. So yeah, best advice is keep having fun, keep moving. This is a quarantine vlog, I don't know, 2, I guess. This is probably going to be uploaded after the little drive video I upload. But yeah, nothing fancy, as I said, just heart-to-heart talk. And yeah, just I guess you could say, yeah, enjoying my Sunday, driving, nothing else better to do. But yeah, enjoy your time. Value the people around you. Value people around you that love you. It's very important, and everything else will fall into place. And when you're young, hey, you know what, have fun, do your thing, and when you get a little bit mature, for example, just change a few things. You don't have to change everything, change a few things, and little by little change a few things, and then those few things will add up to a lot. So yeah, money can only take you so far, but have a hobby. If you're gonna be an entrepreneur, make sure you know what you're getting into, and make sure you know the sacrifice, blood and tears that's required in order for you to even, you know, do what you're trying to do, and have fun with it. Don't look for gratification and making big bucks right away. Have fun with it. Give your services and try your hardest and do the best job you can, and I guarantee it, things work out some way. Be smart about who you are social with, who you tell your stuff to. Not everybody wants to hear your personal stuff. Not everybody wants to, you know, help you in every single way. So if you're going to be personal with people, tell them what they need to know. Do things in a manner, write things down, make an agenda, have a plan. If you're going to put anything in progress, anything in steps, you have to have a plan. So yeah, there's no way of doing anything in an easy way, and it doesn't happen in a day. But it will happen if you have a plan, if you take steps, if you're just humble about things and you take it easy and you do hard work every day. You try to do different things, you try different methods. Some of them will fail, some of them won't. I mean, it's gonna be a combination of different factors, and you'll figure out your place. You'll figure out what you want to do, where